to Data Revolution. In this session, we'll cover about big data file formats together. Before proceeding, I would like to share that all the sessions of Data Revolution are there to provide guidance to college graduates and IT professionals who are curious to know about big data but are puzzled where to start from. So, in this session, we'll learn about the purpose of file formats, the considerations of choosing different file formats, and the popular big data file formats. So, what is a file format? A file format is just a way to define how information is stored in the file system. As we deal with big data, we need different file formats. But why do we need these different file formats? Let me answer that. With big data, we also encounter the challenges such as store and process large data sets, data which has continuously evolving schema, the time taken to read data from one location and write it back to another location. These are the top challenges, and there is no ideal format and structure for every use case. To solve these problems, we need the different file formats. We establish an evaluation framework which has the 5 key considerations. These 5 key considerations start with whether our file format is a row or columnar based. By row-based file format, I mean that when we need to access one or more entries and many or all columns for each entry, we recommend using row-based file format. Column-based storage is most useful when performing analytics queries that require only a subset of columns examined over very large data sets. Second consideration is about read or write, whether our file format is designed to handle read-heavy or write-heavy workloads. Third is regarding splittable files, which implies we don't need to read the whole file, but just a part of it. Fourth is schema evolution support, which implies the schema does not need to be fixed, it can change over time. For some formats, it is possible to change the schema. With the change schema, new records can be added with the new row structure. This possibility of changing the schema is called schema evolution. And the last is about the compression support. As we know, the huge data volumes are the realities of typical big data environment, which make compression a necessity. Data compression definitely saves us a great deal of storage space, and it's sure to speed up the movement of data throughout our cluster. A number of available compression schemes called codecs are out there for us to consider, for example, Snappy, gzip, etc. So let us walk through the most popular big data file formats. The top 5 popular big data file formats are CSV, JSON, Parquet, Avro, and Apache ORC. So let us cover them one by one. CSV. CSV files are used to exchange tabular data between systems using plain text. It's a row-based file format. It uses newline as record delimiter with an optional header. So if we see here, the top row is a header, which implies the column names, and the rest of the 3 rows comprise the data, which are comma-separated values. Talking about the performance of CSV, CSV has a faster write and slow to read. CSV is splittable when it is raw, uncompressed file, or using a splittable compression format such as bzip2 or LZO. CSV does not support block compression. The whole file has to be compressed and decompressed for reading, adding a significant read performance cost to the files. Talking about schema evolution, CSV has a limited support for schema evolution, which is limited to renaming of columns or adding columns at the end. Let us move to the next file format, which is JSON. JSON, which is JavaScript object notation, is represented as key value pair in a partially structured format. Data contained in JSON mostly serve as raw data, which is very important for reprocessing data. JSON is widely used file format for NoSQL databases such as MongoDB, Couchbase, and Azure Cosmos DB. So if we see here, we have a JSON sample attached at the bottom. Talking about the performance of JSON. JSON has a slow read and write performance. JSON is not splittable and lack indexing as many text formats. JSON is compressible and used as data exchange format. It stores metadata with data and supports schema evolution to some extent. Now let's discuss about Parquet file format. Parquet was developed by Cloudera and Twitter, and it was inspired by Google's Dremel query system to serve as an optimized columnar data store on Hadoop. As Parquet is a columnar format, only the required columns will be retrieved or read. This reduces disk I/O, and this concept is called projection pushdown. Parquet files are binary files that contain metadata about their contents. Let us have a glance on the performance. Parquet is a good choice for heavy workloads. When reading portions of data, Parquet files are splittable. Parquet supports both block level and file level compression. Regarding schema evolution, generally schema evolution in Parquet file type is supported. However, not all systems that prefer Parquet support schema evolution optimally. For example, a columnar store like Impala, it is hard for that data store to support schema evolution. Now let's move on to Avro. Avro is a row-based format that is highly splittable. The data definition is stored in JSON format, while the data is stored in binary format. Avro features robust support for schema evolution. Talking about the performance, Avro is considered as a choice for write-heavy workloads given it's easy to append new rows. Avro files contain synchronization markers to separate blocks. This makes it highly splittable. Avro data files support deflate and snappy compression. Regarding schema evolution, Avro is the best of all file formats. It provides a robust support for schema evolution by managing added fields, missing fields, and fields that have changed. So for schema evolution, we give Avro a 10 on 10. Talking about our last file format, which is Apache ORC. Apache ORC was first developed at Hortonworks to optimize storage and performance in Hive, which is a data warehouse tool. ORC stores raw data in columnar format. This raw columnar format is highly efficient for compression and storage. Let us talk about the performance of Apache ORC. ORC is a good option for read-heavy workloads. It has the ability to split files without scanning for markers. It is highly efficient for compression up to 75%, which is the best compression as compared to all other file formats. Regarding schema evolution, it does not support a good schema evolution as robust as Avro, but it supports schema evolution by adding the columns at the end of the schema. So this was all regarding the big data file formats. With this, we are coming to the end of our session. If you like this video, please encourage me to make more videos. Do a like, share, and subscribe. Thank you everyone for watching.